Welcome to the channel, you sexy bitches. This is Ryan with some movie news for these past few weeks. I'm sorry that I just got back. I have been extremely busy starting a new job. I am now a full-time therapist. So if you got some mental health issues, leave a comment down below. I'll help you, hopefully. But some things we're going to talk about today include who's been casted as a Green Lantern, Hal Jordan in an upcoming Max series, along with the final listings of who's going to possibly play John Stewart. A Bane and Deathstroke team-up movie coming from DCU. Yes, what the fuck is right? A Scream spinoff film surrounding, I believe, Kirby has been reported that is a possibility coming out in the near future. And first reactions to Terrifier 3 that comes out in a few weeks. And a few other surprises. I have some shit in my bag that I'd like to talk about. As always, let's get into it. Love the intro. But before we get into the movie news, as always, I enjoy checking out the new trailers and giving you guys my first updates and thoughts on those. Now, if you haven't seen, I have posted a reaction video to the first Thunderbolts trailer from Marvel. If you have yet to watch that video, please check it out. Please. It helps the channel. I know it's not the best, but it's there if you're interested. But overall, there were, I believe, 4 other film trailers that just recently came out that caught my eye. And the first one being, of course, Ryan Coogler's and Michael B. Jordan's Sinners. Now, the first synopsis goes as the following. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. My, this film looks interesting and pretty, in my view. I love old school films, especially this film is tackling vampires. This film is supposed to be a new take on vampires during an old period. I just said that. It also is going to star Haley Steinfeld and Jack O'Connell. My only gripe is, you all know, you know who the fuck they could have cast in this film. And that is this king. Yes. He deserves a second chance. And before you even say anything, I've seen a lot of the information from his trial and everything. I believe he was done dirty by the, Hollywood. There's actors that's done a lot fucking worse shit, and I believe it seemed like he was in a domestic relationship with a woman that also done some terrible shit to him. And before we even judge anybody, just remember we've all gone through trauma. But from what I saw, he did do some shit. It seems he's owned up to it, but I don't truly think this one incident makes him a bad person. He could be, but I believe he deserves a second chance. But he could have been great in this fucking film. Oh, he could have been so amazing. And that is, of course, Jonathan Majors, if you haven't picked up by the picture. But let's get into the next one. The spin-off film called Ballerina from the John Wick universe. This film is supposed to take place between John Wick 3 and 4. It stars Anna de Armas, and I found it very exciting that Norman Reedus is being in this film, and it's just fucking hilarious because he looks like Daryl Dixon. He decided not to go into the makeup room, and he decided to, hey, show up just off The Walking Dead, his next season of The Walking Dead show he's on, and said, hey, I'm doing this like this. Of course, it was nice seeing returning characters such as Keanu Reeves, which of course he's only going to probably get 5 to 10 minutes of screen time. Lance Reddick, it was amazing. Reddick, rest in peace. It was awesome knowing that he at least got to film some scenes before he passed away. And Ian McShane seems to be back also in this film. Now, we heard this film was getting reshoots to get the action fights on a level with the John Wick films, and honestly, from a trailer, it looks pretty good in my view. It looks like they did it some justice. And, it took a whole year. They delayed this film a year to get it right, and I'm happy that they did that. So, Sinners, I'm really looking forward to that movie. I love vampire films. I love Ryan Coogler. I love Michael B. Jordan. And it just kills. It's insane that I feel like every Ryan Coogler film I've seen stars Michael B. Jordan, which I'm not complaining. And of course, I love the John Wick franchise, so Ballerina, I'll be definitely Ballerina is something I'll also be checking out. And it looks like it could be on par with John Wick. It looks interesting. The action looks good. It looks like it could be good. And now, lastly, not lastly, but another quick update on a trailer I saw was for The Last of Us Season 2. The trailer itself looked very good, and if somebody that's played the games, now I've not yet beat both parts of the games. I know, I have ADHD. I'm terrible at it. I've seen the first 2 episodes of the TV show. I need to catch up, but you know, from my first reactions to the first, seeing the second season, it looks good, and cannot wait for it. And lastly, Anthony Mackie's new film entitled Elevation just seems like a fun action film that deals with, I saw it was produced from some producers from Quiet Place, dealing with him going with 2 women to somehow travel to save his son, while also dealing with, it looks like, monsters or aliens that have pretty much taken over the planet. Pretty much like Quiet Place. It looks like it could be some fun. But overall, out of these 4, you know, trailers, the biggest one I'm looking forward to is probably Sinners and Ballerina. But let me know down below if you guys saw these trailers, what you guys thought. Are you guys looking forward to anything specifically? And if you have yet to see these trailers, check them out. They're actually, I mean, they look pretty good. Let's get into some movie news. And we're going to start with the DCU. Why not? It's been announced that Bane and Deathstroke is getting possibly a team-up film for James Gunn's DCU. Officially reported by The Hollywood Reporter. Details on the movie is not a lot, but the film is allegedly still in its early stages with no actors or director picked to work on a project just yet. However, the report states that Captain America's Brave New World writer Matthew Orton has been tapped to write the script for the Batman villain movie. Now, I do not truly believe this is just a Bane and Deathstroke team-up film. I truly believe this is either going to be a lead into a new Suicide Squad, just because of Peacemaker Season 2, or The Secret Six, which is pretty much another version of the Suicide Squad in DC's comics. Again, I just don't... I love James Gunn. I trust him. I'm going to wait and hold out to see how it goes, but I just don't comprehend why we have to make things so fucking complicated in this universe. Just set up like how Marvel did to begin with. Zack Snyder failed. Marvel is now trying to do too much like DC did to begin with, so they're starting to fail. What worked was one movie for each character leading up to a team-up film. Let's not get too complicated and start adding all these fucking side characters and building this huge world right off the bat. I just want a Batman, a Superman, a Wonder Woman, a Flash, a Green Lantern. Films. Aquaman. Hell, you can throw in Martian Manhunter and Cyborg in some films. Like, you don't have to make it too hard, but for some reason, that's what we're doing. Staying in the DCU, talking about Green Lantern, we have got our first official report that Hal Jordan has been casted, and it's Kyle Chandler. And for you that do not know who he is, he has mainly played Coach Taylor from Friday Night Lights. He's also appeared in some of the recent Godzilla films. Now, I believe he is a good actor. I believe he'll do the role well since they're going for an older Hal Jordan. And being a mentor, I do believe he will do good. You know, after rumors of them offering Josh Brolin and him denying it, and other names popping up like Matthew McConaughey, Chris Pine, etc., it seems like they went to cheap route and got Kyle Chandler, which honestly is probably smart because the film itself or TV series is going to cost some money because of the effects. So start off like Marvel did, hire decent known actors, but not too expensive actors. Maybe find one or two big name actors at some point down the road. But also staying in the show, it looks also a few days later, we finally figured out that they have narrowed down to 2 actors that might be playing Jon Stewart. THR has shared that Aaron Pierce and Stephen James are being looked at to bring Jon Stewart to life in a new Max TV series. The article also mentions that Snowfall's Damian Idris was in the mix for the role at one point too, but is no longer in contention. Now, my pick goes to Aaron Pierce just because he has had some good films here lately, especially the new one that just came out on Netflix, Rebel Ridge. I have watched that. and plan on putting out a review of that sometime here in the next day or two. Stephen James, I have not seen. If you guys seen him, let me know down below if you believe that's a good pick or not, because I only know pretty much Aaron Pierce. Our next little tidbit of information that I found was a legit site that talks about where movie productions and films are in early stages, and one of those that I came across and saw someone else talk about here recently was a Scream spinoff movie or series starring Kirby from Scream 4 and the recent one, Scream 7. Scream 6, I mean. Now in Scream 6, we found out that she was an FBI agent that actually took interest in Ghostface killings, which tells us from Scream 4 to Scream 6 that she has possibly dealt with other ghost faces that we have not yet seen. And what more of a spin-off, especially TV series, if that's the route to go, would not, it could possibly work if she ends up being one looking into different Ghostface killings across the U.S. or whatever. Now this is just in the early stages and it's being rumored. It's official production-wise, but it doesn't mean it's officially going to be created. It also talks about, Kirby's linked to the other legacy characters as well as the core four. So, there's potential that they could bring other characters from Scream into her TV series if that's the route they go, or if it's a film. I believe that is the best route to go, and it could be an interesting spin-off film. But let me know down below if that's something you guys are interested in, seeing Kirby in a Scream spin-off film. And, sticking with the horror genre, our first reactions to Terrifier 3 came out. A lot of people got to see it at a festival or something that Damien was promoting. And everything I've seen makes me excited for the film, because one of the biggest things I was griping about was them killing kids. I did not want to see Art just torture a kid, and supposedly it's handled. Most people have said it's been handled well, and a lot of people didn't get turned off and leaving the film because of that. However, it does talk about that the film kinds of balances the first and second film. So it pushes the lore a little bit more. However, it also goes from kill to kill in a sense from the first film. And the body count's higher. And it seems like if everybody enjoyed the bathroom kill or bedroom scene kill, a lot of people are saying the majority of those kills in the third one are up to that level, with each kill being its own. Each kill has its own special environment and special way of Art is killing them, which I appreciate. And a lot of people talked about how the Christmas setting plays a big role in creativeness in a film. So it is something I'm looking forward to. It does come out here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm definitely going to go watch it. However, if you guys have seen and heard some of the reviews, what is your guys' thoughts on Terrifier 3? Are you still planning to check it out? Because it does sound like it's going to be as gory and, of course, as fun and interesting as those first 2 films. And just a quick update on the box office with some of these new animated movies coming out, which I still need to see. Transformers 1 has risen to up to $72 million. It started off kind of slow, and hopefully over these next few weeks it builds up, because they announced that they was possibly doing a trilogy, and from what I've heard, Transformers 1 has been pretty good. I plan to try to watch it sometime this week. Same with The Wild Robot. A lot of people I've seen said it's probably the best animated film of the year. A lot of people are getting teary-eyed. It started and opened up at 53 million worldwide, so both animated films right now looks like they're slowly going and building strong, especially The Wild Robot. Let me know down below if you guys have seen either of these films, and be on the lookout for my reviews. I'll be trying to see these films. I've been waiting to watch them with my kids. I know it's been a little bit of time. I've just been busy, so just bear with me and wait for those. And as always, thank you. Of course, that is all I have for this week of movie news. I appreciate you guys spending the time with me and looking into some of the information I brought for you guys and listening to my dumbass voice. Of course, as always, this is Ron from his channel, and if you guys need anything, please reach out. Please leave a comment. Please like the video. It helps out. If you do not like the content, just skip it. Don't fucking put a thumbs down, you fucking bitch. Sorry. I saw a few people put a few thumbs down. Look at me. You get on here and talk about your opinions, and you do your own thing. Let me know how that goes. I'm just saying, if you don't like the shit, just don't watch it. There's no reason to be negative or more, like, just avoid it. Of course, anybody I talk to, I'll support. I love supporting everybody. Everybody chase their dreams. That's my goal, is trying to just grow this channel. However, I do appreciate you guys checking this out. And if you have not yet, and if you like this material, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. I'm still growing. I'm slowly growing. And, you know, progress is progress. And I do not care of the negativity. And I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching at least even a few seconds of these videos. However, if you guys do put a thumbs down, just comment and tell me, hey, what you don't like. Let me know what I can improve on. Don't just put a thumbs down and just that's it. I know I'm not the best talker or pronunciation of English. Not my strong suit. However, I am a therapist, so it's kind of funny. However, I do, like I said, I'm passionate about films. I'm passionate about movies. I've created this channel because I just wanted to create a community and talk about this stuff. And that's why I'm here. But as always, I love you guys. Take care. Have a good weekend.